Hello, and welcome to this evening's episode of DOTVPodcast Presents D&D Me, episode 5. Tonight, joining me for our quote solo adventure is Steve. Steve, tell us about the character you're playing. Oh, wait. Hang on one sec. Alright. Steve, now say hello and tell us about the character that you're playing.
Hello. I am playing a gnome fighter, level 4, who goes by Body Knock. He has a bunch of other names, as most gnomes do. And he wields a scimitar, and he has a whip and a light crossbow in addition.
Sorry, I thought you were going to continue. You said in addition, like, okay, almost like...
in addition to his scimitar.
Gotcha.
Whereas a big, huge, wide-brimmed hat has big mustachios.
Nice. And then David is also with us tonight, although we're not quite sure who David is going to be playing yet.
I'm going to be playing a half-lane cleric.
Okay.
Yay!
And that's
Because everybody needs a heal. I'm going to be a peace domain.
Yeah, there you go.
I love peace so much, I don't care how many people I have to kill to get it.
And there it is.
Oh, come on, you knew that was coming.
Yep.
You couldn't... I wouldn't be playing a character I made without having some sort of crazy quirk.
Alright, and then welcome to our little map here. The Seas of Adori setting is what this is. But you can fit it wherever you want, really. For unfamiliar with it, it's a little less magic and a little more technology, but more like black powder pistol, stuff like that. Magic is rare, so the people who have it are like considered powerful.
Does that include divine magic?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole lore thing that goes with this that I'm not going to get into, but long story short is that there was kind of like a god war or something, and that's why you see the continent as it is, as no longer a continent but just a mass of islands surrounding a massive storm.
Did Vessi win or lose?
I'll have to get back to you on that. But in the meantime, I think we should draw our focus to a smaller region of this map. I'll at least have it zoomed in for the stream. But we're going to be looking over here at the island of Zolan, which is in the southwest region of the map. And our tale will begin, tonight's adventure at any rate, will begin. What is that? Gemknockle, I think is the name of that city.
Jim Knuckle sounds right to me.
Alright, let's see, what do we know about Gemknockle? Well, the one thing that we do know right off the bat is that Body Knock is currently here. Meeting up with his halfling friend. Alright, there we go.
Ron, do I get additional equipment?
Not at 4th level.
Boo.
Alright, Gemknockle. So, Body Knock. Oh. Everything alright there, Steve?
Yeah, I just had to switch windows. I accidentally opened the Mad Mage game instead of this one.
I can't believe it lets me keep clicking at the hit points button.
Alright, Steve, well, as soon as you are back in, have you do probably a history check.
All right. I don't know much biology either.
Yep, and don't forget in the Twitch chat, you can roll dice with us with the command !roll. And if you just do that, it'll roll a d20. Otherwise, you can do !roll followed by a space, and then you can put in like 2d12 or whatever, and it'll roll that.
Oh, it took its time bringing up my roll.
Yeah. Alright, so I don't really know like too much about the place. You know that it is a mining city and is built right into the side of Mount Zolan. and it's famous for amazing innovations across everything engineering discipline.
Nice.
So like this place, like the mines and shit, it has like moving staircases, elevating platforms, you know, and other things that aren't seen anywhere else in the world.
Body Knock has a background in tinker's tools, so he finds himself quite interested.
Yeah, so you find yourself with a little bit of time to kill in the afternoon while you wait for your pal to show up, and I think we have to figure out where you guys are meeting.
Brothel.
Yes. I was gonna say, do we get that tavern generator done? Oh, we did.
I think I'm done.
Sweet. Alright. So, you are to meet up at the Cunning Spadger.
Spodger? Spodger?
Spadger.
Never heard that. Doesn't mean it's not on the tavern sign.
Okay. And just for note, it's got 10 rooms of outstanding quality. And is run by a male dwarf.
Your face is a male dwarf.
Who is warm and welcoming. So, David, now that your character is done, why don't you tell us a little bit more about them?
Well, I'm making the token right now.
Okay, but can you describe them a little bit? What's their name?
His name is Danhorn Riverdance. And cut me some slack, I only made him up a couple minutes ago, as I haven't even figured out much about him that I wanted to do yet. I haven't had any characters in mind lately, so, you know, he's completely made up on the fly.
That's fine. So, let's say that you would know about the same amount, unless you want to make a history roll yourself.
I got an 8.
Yeah.
I'm kicking ass compared to Steve.
So yeah, you know about the same thing. You know that it's like, you know, technological innovations and things like that. And mining city, blah blah blah. And then, would you already be at the inn, or would you... Tell me, would you already be in the city, or would you be arriving in the city, do you think?
I think I would already be at the temple in the city.
Okay.
Then that means I'll meet him at the temple.
All right. Well, since Dan, Dan Horn.
Dan Horn.
Since Dan Horn is already at the temple and Body Knock needs to make their way there, it won't take very long to get across the city, but we do need to make a couple rolls to see if anything interesting happens along the way. So why don't Steve make 2 D100 rolls, please? All right, nothing of note happens. Something of note almost did. But yeah, and you can kind of imagine, like, I would picture like the city to be kind of like almost rust colored, sort of blend in with like the mountains and stuff that it's built into. And you know, I'm picturing like kind of almost steampunkish with like gears and well, steam and stuff. I don't know. That's sort of the vibe I get from the place.
Brass everywhere.
Yeah, I can see that. Like lots of brass and lots of lights too. Like, you know, because they would know how to. They would be utilizing some form of electricity, probably with like steam power.
I believe the continual flame spell is actually cheaper than trying to do any technological way of doing it.
Right.
Oh, but that's right. Low magic area. Sorry.
Yep. But yeah, aside from that, so you get to the temple and what sort of deity would Dan Horn? A peace deity, you say?
Yes, I don't know, like, the pantheon. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know the pantheon on what's a good peace deity.
Yeah, and my rule on that is, like, even though this is like its own campaign world, I imagine it as being a part of like a more mainstream campaign world. Like it's just like a small section of the globe where like they have all the same deities, they just go by different names, you know, regionally. Like, does that make sense?
Yes.
I think so.
And since Peace Domain's not in the PHB, they don't really have it. They don't have it listed in here. That's out of Tasha's, isn't it?
I believe it is, yeah.
Okay. So, I think in this region it would be the equivalent of the god Tero, Tero, the god of light, love, and healing.
I was going to ask you if I can pick a Greyhawk deity.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, sure. This one's similar to the suggested peace domain ones, but that's fine. That's the info on that. But yeah, you can use the Greyhawk one. Just let me know what it's called so that I can keep it consistent, please. Because I don't know the Greyhawk deities. Regardless, I imagine that the temple would kind of stand out from the rest of the city. Probably not be like, the same, bronzy brass color of the rest of the basic construction. I'm imagining like maybe like a white temple that's kind of almost like maybe like the base is almost stained orange just from all the dust from the vicinity. But I don't know, you know more about this deity and its symbolism than I do.
I'm trying to find a good one.
Body knock, is there anything in particular you're trying to keep an eye out for while you're walking through the city? Like any points of interest or anything that you might be wanting to seek out?
I would be looking along the side for stalls selling nifty little mechanical gadgets.
I think you'd find those kind of, well, maybe not everywhere, but there's more than likely going to be like a market sector where you would find stuff like that. I think based on the encounter rolls that you missed that area when you were traversing to the temple, but perhaps you can hit those up on the way back through.
Sure, I would be more intent on heading to the temple than to looking for the stuff, but I was keeping an eye out, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Rao.
Scooby-Doo!
Roll, Raggy.
Yeah, I mean
the first one is God of Peace.
Yeah, I mean it fits with everything else.
I guess you're also lawful good.
I think neutral good.
That works too.
Yeah, so I mean it's the same guy, just different names. Essentially. But I like that one better. Ra Owens. Alright, so body knock, you make your way to the temple of Ra'o. The god of peace, reason, and serenity. And all the stuff that David put there in the game chat, you would know ad nauseum as you guys are friends and he's probably like, driven this home several times.
Yep.
Alright, so you approach the temple. Dan Horn. Should be easy, but... So, you are at the temple. Are you, like, meditating or in prayer or... Dan Horn?
Yes. Be
So-
in meditation or prayer.
Okay. So then, Bodynock, you walk...
I thought you were telling me and not asking.
Oh, no, I was asking. But that's okay. So you're there, and then Body Knock comes in. You probably hear him. Or maybe not. I don't know, make a perception check. I'm sure Body Knock's not trying to be quiet, but
Yeah, not at all.
being a gnome, you're pretty quiet just in general, but Dan Horn hears you.
Critting perception check.
Yeah, Dan Horn hears you, like, take a breath before you even open the door. But the door opens and you can let yourself in. You see Dan Horn, I'm guessing near the altar, deep in prayer or meditation. Or maybe not too deep if he's perceiving around his environment as he is.
Come in. What wisdom do you seek?
I was just coming by to say hi, man.
So, you had picked up some rumors at the inn, which is one thing we had not had a chance to get into. And there's 3 rumors. The first is that there is a thing in the nearest swamp. Rumor is a place in the next large town. And then creature in the nearest mountains.
I relate all details that I might have to Dan Horn and say, you want to check it out? One of them?
So Dan Horn might want to know a little more information about these things before getting in there, and you might want to as well. So for that, we're going to have to roll up some situations. So we'll start with the first one, thing in the nearest swamp. The first word is drown. Pronounce. Push. And employ. for place in the next large town, we have drag. Witness. Bemoan. Bemoan. And construct. Or construct. And then finally for creature in the nearest mountains, we have deduce. Inspire. Mob. And intoxicate. Okay, so David, you might be wondering what the purpose of that just was. And so when we roll up like a rumor, it gives us just the basic thing and we have to come up with the details. Instead of just making up details, there's a list of about 500 words and it rolls on this table and you pick out like however many words you need to create the fact. So like this really worked out. For like thing in the nearest swamp, the words we got were drown, pronounce, push, and employ. I mean, so from that it could be like something was drowned in the nearest swamp or pronounced dead before, like, you know, something was presumed drowned and then pronounced dead, or somebody pushed somebody. I mean, you know, and that's what we do with that, is we try to come up with the details of that rumor based on those words. So what do you guys think?
It sounds like in the second one, it is a mob of drunk people causing problems, and we should totally go sort that out and let them know that rioting and causing issues while you're drunk is not acceptable.
Well, that was the last one with mob.
That's what I was. That's the one I was talking about.
But that one goes to creature in the nearest mountains.
And we're very close to those mountains there, it looks like. Of course, the scale is probably pretty large.
Well, no, this city is built into the side of the mountain.
Can't get much nearer than that.
Yeah, no, okay. So what, they like... A mob went into the mines, maybe? Inside the mountain?
A drunken mob.
Drunken mob.
Of drunken miners. ER, not OR.
Could be both.
Minor.
Still leaves deduce and inspire. Maybe, like, the reason they went into the mine is like they deduced something was like they're being misinformed or being underpaid. Maybe they are miners that are like kind of going on strike or something.
Ooh, deduce, inspire. That to me would imply that maybe they thought they had found a rich vein and were going in there drunkenly to mess with it.
Or to skim some off the top, maybe.
Yep, it is after hours, right?
That's a good question. Why don't we roll a D24 and find out what time it is?
Your turn, David.
Noon.
Nooner. Nooner.
Okay, so maybe this is night shift. Like, they went and tied one on when they finished their shift that morning, and now they're just completely shit-faced. So they went in to fuck with day shift, and yeah, maybe.
We need to get up there and do something about that.
Alright, so you heard about this back at the inn. It's probably coming to find Dan Horn. Like, alright. So yeah, that sounds like the plan. You gotta head into the mines. That's kind of almost like a dungeon crawl.
And if you're not doing a dungeon crawl, you're not playing D&D.
Nope. And so with the Solo Adventures toolbox, we are able to build our dungeon without, without knowing what exactly we're going to find inside. And I suppose for the sake of things, it would have to begin with like a passageway into the mountains.
In the DMG, there's actually rules of rolling a random dungeon.
Yeah, I think that what they use here is a combination of that and like something else. All right. So I'm gonna have you bring out your tokens and place them near the bottom of the grid. Alright. Okay. Alright, so our passage continues 1d4 times 10 feet and comes to a 4-way intersection and is empty. And I'm gonna alter that since I'm gonna make it a 10-foot wide passage. We're gonna make it 1d4 times 20 feet. So 60 feet.
10-foot wide passageway here?
Yep.
Okay.
And let's see. Gnomes have dark vision, right?
Gnomes do, halflings do not. I got the white spell.
Oh, we probably don't need it. This is a mine that's being actively worked on. So there's probably, we'll say it's lit. But yeah, and that's the passageway.
Do we see anybody in the area we can see?
No, the passageway is empty. Then you come to a crossroads here. And there's 3 passages that come off of there, so let's find out what we know. Well, let's find out about those passageways. I'll start with the one facing west on the map.
All right.
Okay, that one goes 30 feet and ends in stairs.
Going down, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, next passage. That one goes, it's the same as the first, so 1d4 times 10 feet and comes to a 4-way intersection. Or
Your
times
turn,
20.
David. I think we need a bigger map.
I'll just move the whole thing down. Okay, the map continues on that way, and then the last passage. Okay, and for that passage, it's just an opening to the right with stairs. All right. And that's where you're at. Which direction would you like to go?
Body knock is going to listen. Would that be investigate?
That would be perception.
Perception. There we go. Do I hear any particularly louder noises in any of those directions?
I think there's a good chance that you would. Let's. I mean, you're going to hear something from one of those directions. It's just a matter of figuring out which direction. And I think with your roll, you're going to have no problem. So let's just roll a d3. It's coming from straight ahead.
All right, we will proceed in that direction. Listening again. Not as good this time.
So yeah, not as good. Maybe Dan Horn will hear something.
I don't know why halfling luck number works. Do you want to count that as an 18 or do you want me to reroll?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, yeah, let's do it as the 18. Yeah, do a 1d3.
One.
Alright, left passage.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Where is it? Alright, passage ends in an open entrance to a room. Go to room table. Square d6 plus 1 times 10 feet on all sides, 1d6 exits.
You probably meant sweatshirt. Unless he has something particularly appropriate to this occasion. Then it would be sweet. Okay, so my 4 roll made it how big?
40 feet by 40 feet. that's not right.
Yeah, one more block to the north.
There we go. Now, this room, we need some exits. Roll a d6 for that, please.
Your turn, Dave.
4.
Alright, so we know where one of them is. We can probably assume that the other 4 are going to be in similar walls. This room is not empty.
Dun dun dun.
Crowd of drunken miners.
There is now what it says is a boss / BBEG / significant NPC encounter. Use the details of your story so far, Q&A tables or story element interaction table to determine what. And then it has, you know, the percentage chances for loot and whatnot. But yeah, so the mob is probably in here. But in order for this to be significant, I think maybe the mob must be in danger. So there's most likely some sort of fight in here. So we rolled up 1 CR1 plus 2 CR1 quarter for this encounter. I'm going to draw a circle, and that's going to be the mob.
It's a mob of thugs.
Guess why not? There could be like 2 mobs. And they're kind of in the corners there. Being pestered by a CR1 and 2 CR1 quarter monsters. Now it's time to find out what those monsters are. We have a kobold dragon shield. Then we have a couple of Grimlocks.
The kobold looks like he's coughing up a hairball.
He probably is. Alright, and then we'll say for the sake of this, they haven't heard you. But what would you like to do before you do anything?
Body Knock is going to take out his crossbow, light crossbow, and fire at the kobold. Yeah, then immediately readies his scimitar again.
What are they doing? Are the Grimlocks like attacking the kobold? What's going on in the...
So it would appear that the Grimlocks are taking orders from the kobold and are harassing the drunken mob.
I think we can safely say whose side we're on.
Now we roll some initiatives.
That's so very bad.
Okay, so since the kobold did get the initiative, we'll give him a chance to hear you before he gets struck by your crossbow. Yeah, I'm just gonna say the kobold does not hear you. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, you did, never mind.
6 piercing, yeah.
Alright. And with that, I believe we would begin. The kobold gets to go first. And the kobold's like, what the heck? And he's gonna throw his spear at Body Knock. Does an 11 hit.
Miss 16 AC for me.
Alright.
You resort to violence way too fast, Body Knock.
Okay. I am a fighter after all.
And the kobold runs over to there. And he sneers at the Grimlocks. Get them! Get them! Danhorn, it is your turn.
I'm going to use Emboldening Bond. I forge an emboldening bond among people who are at peace with one another. As an action, I choose another willing creatures within 30 feet of myself. This can include myself, so me and my buddy here. You create a magical bond with them for 10 minutes or until you use this feature again. While any of the bonded creatures within 30 feet of another, the creature can roll a d4 and add that number to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Each creature can add d4 to d4 no more than once per turn. You effectively have been blessed without it being blessed.
Thank you very much.
Well, we both have, actually.
Cleric, bless thyself.
All right. You gonna do anything else?
No, I'm perfectly happy where I am.
All right then, Body Knock. It's your turn.
How'd the kobolds survive a crossbow bolt, by the way?
It's not just a normal kobold.
I guess that misses.
Yes, that will miss.
Don't forget your d4. In case it matters. You forgot the last bracket. So AC 13.
13 is still going to miss.
All right. I will end my turn.
All right, Grimlocks. Well, the first Grimlock. The one on the bottom. They can move 30 feet. So they're gonna come this way. And it will. Let's see. Okay, no, nothing weird about it. Uh, 12. Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, and that was all of its movement, so it's stuck there. That one will just go there, and it will attempt the same thing. Ooh, that is a crit 25. It's gonna do 4, 8, 10, 12, no, 6 bludgeoning and 6 piercing.
I got no resistance.
Okay.
Damage noted.
Okay. After that Grimlock, it's the Kobold Dragon Shield. Since Body Knock is right there, it's gonna multi-attack. It gets to make 2 melee attacks. Alright, does a 16 hit.
Exactly.
And then a 21 will hit, so another 8 piercing damage total.
Noted.
And then Danhorn.
I'm gonna move there. And then I'm gonna cast Bless on the two of us.
I guess they stack.
They do indeed stacked. I looked it up before I made the character. So now you're gonna get to add 2d4 to your attack rolls. Or we both do.
Or 2 different times during the turn.
Right, because you can only use each thing like once per turn.
Correct.
I feel blessed.
Well, except for Bless, you could do it on every roll, I guess. It just says before the end of the spell. Before the spell ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever. So I get that and then a possible another one added if I need it.
Alright.
If we need it.
Anything else, Dan Horn?
No, I'm good.
Body knock.
I'm going to use my scimitar on that kobold.
Now roll your 2d4.
Does 17 hit?
A 17 will hit. And yet you would have needed both of them.
Yep. I figured. 6 slashing?
Yay, I'm doing stuff.
Nice.
Alright, damage is noted.
And I only have 1 attack, so that ends my turn.
The first Grimlock attacks with advantage. 20, not natural.
That does hit.
Will be a total of 7 damage.
Noted.
The second hit with an 18 is it with its spiked bone club, doing another 8 damage.
Alright.
You,
Noted.
Actually, no. No, that's fine. It's fine, yeah. Leave that. Alright, so that's what that thing did. Because it doesn't know any better. It's just going to keep going after what it's going after. But Body Knock turns. Or not Body Knock. I just said Body Knock because it's over the token. The Kobold turns. It's like, oh, you magic user of sorts. And the Kobold comes to attack Dan Horn. The first one is an 8,
Not even close.
but the second is a 19.
I'm gonna use my second chance. You're gonna have to reroll that attack.
And that one's a 7.
Takes bow.
Okay. Like, what the heck? Dan Horn, it is your turn. Oh. Actually, before that, Body Knock, you would have gotten an opportunity attack on the Kobold when it moved.
Ah, yes, I missed that completely. Here we go.
Ooh, I might get my second chance back as a thing for what cool.
It won't.
Kill it.
5 slashing.
Yes, an 18 hits, but 5 doesn't kill it. Alright. Then Dan Horn, it is your turn.
And yep.
I'm gonna command the kobold.
Okay, wisdom save.
I'm reading it. One more command. Oh, wisdom saving throw or follow the command.
The kobold got a 7.
He is going to run.
Okay.
I got him. That's what he's gonna do on his turn.
Alright, Body Knock, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the Grimlock that is north of me. Ooh, 10 slashing.
Yeah, 15's gonna hit. 10 slashing.
Yes.
Damage is noted. Anything else this turn?
That'll be it. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do my action surge, so I get another attack. Five slashing.
And the same one?
Indeed.
How do you kill that Grimlock?
I shove my scimitar up under his chin and out the top of his skull.
Gruesome, I love it.
Take that!
And then is that your turn?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Alright, that Grimlock is dead. The other Grimlock is not, and it will try to hit you with its spiked bone club. 14.
Misses.
It like snarls at you in some language you are not familiar with.
Coincidentally, I chose Halfling as my other language.
Alright, so then it goes to the Kobold Dragon Shield.
Attack
Who
of
has
opportunity.
to... not necessarily. The Kobold Dragon Shield will use its action to disengage and then follow the command. It only has to follow the command, it doesn't have to do it in a foolhardy manner. Or in a way that would put itself in danger, rather.
Yeah, if it does put him in danger, he won't do it, will he?
Alright, but he can disengage and run.
I should have told him to flee, because then he spends his action. It says he moves the fastest by the fastest available means, which means he would use his action to dash instead of disengage. Oh well, it is what it is.
Well, the Kobold starts running away.
And it only has to do it for one action.
Oh, that's true. Well, Danhorn, your turn.
Buddy Knox says I'm getting kind of low here on
Not the same.
health.
I'm thinking of
Yeah, that's
different
what I was
spell.
thinking too.
Were you laughing?
That's a really crappy cure wounds.
I'll take
Oh,
it.
because I rolled a 1.
Anything else, Danhorn?
No, I'm good.
Body knock.
Scimitar on the other Grimlock.
You 14 hits.
7 slashing.
Your damage has been noted.
This is so stupid, by the way. Oh, I know why it says that. Never mind. I was gonna bitch about the wording or something.
And that ends my turn.
Alright, dead Grimlock.
Wait, no. I'm going to shift around it to the other side to get flanking.
Okay.
As I'm accidentally providing flanking.
Alright, now I'm done.
So now the Grimlock will attack. That is a 10.
Miss.
And again, it snarls in words that mean
Don't
nothing.
forget you get... Oh no, the 10's the Grimlock. You hit him with the 14, didn't you?
Yeah,
Okay. Just making sure.
the Grimlock only
Because
has...
that's my thing, is to add both dice bonuses.
Alright. So, it did its turn doing that. It ran, which means it's its turn again. It's like, hey, wait a second! And it comes back and is going to attack you, Danhorn. 10 for the first one. Which a miss, and then a 19 for the second. Or actually, the first one would be a 14, but that's probably still doesn't matter.
14's gonna miss.
Yeah, 14 for the first one, and then 19 for the second.
That's gonna hit.
And that'll do 4 piercing damage.
Damage noted.
And that's it. It is Danhorn's turn.
Well, then I'm gonna defend myself and swing at the kobold. AC 15
15 hits.
for 7 bludgeoning.
Damage is noted.
What tanky old bastard. Oh, I have to make a concentration check on the bless. Okay, oh good.
Yes, so you swung. Anything else?
No.
Body knock.
Once again, scimitar to the Grimlock.
Alright, and now how do you kill this Grimlock?
I'm going to just shove it straight through the center of his chest. And that's my turn.
Alright, both Grimlocks are dead. That brings it to the Kobold. I think at this point, the Kobold might consider running away. Or be really thinking about it. And where is the monster reaction, I think? Yeah, that's... If you scored 50% or more of creature's HP and damage during the last round, creature makes a wisdom check. Equal DC's PC's wisdom plus intimidation modifier. Let's have the gold make a wisdom check. Alright, Danthorn, what's your wisdom score?
$16.
Okay. The Kobold fails. So the Kobold will disengage and attempt to run away. Danhorn, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna cast command on the kobold again. So wisdom save.
What is the DC?
13.
This time they got a 15 on it.
Boo.
What was the command though? I think you have to say it aloud.
Sit.
Yes, the command appears to go unnoticed. And if you're done, it would be body knock.
Does 15 hit?
15 does hit.
8 slashing.
Damage is noted.
And that ends my turn.
Alright. See, he doesn't have any like cool like stunning things or anything like that. But he can try to... It's like, why won't you just leave me alone? And he's gonna attack Body Knock with his spear. Ooh, 19 for 9 damage. on the first one.
Ah,
And,
ow.
and then the second attack is a 7.
Misses.
And I'm just gonna point out for you guys, if you're not watching the stream, on the first attack both rolls were 19, on the second attack both rolls were 7. The kobold will move around. Try and put body knock between itself and Danhorn. And it's Danhorn's turn.
I'm gonna move my 25 feet to there. How bad is body knock looking?
Pretty bad.
Then I'm gonna channel divinity on my way by you. As an action, I can move up to my speed without provoking an attack opportunity within. And when I move within 5 feet of another creature during this action, I can restore up to hit points equals to 2d6 plus my wisdom modifier. So I'm going to heal you 14 on my way by.
14? Very nice.
And,
Healing noted.
and 14 for the kobold.
I'm going to, because it says can, I'm going to choose not to include the kobold in that.
Okay.
I see what you did there. I'm aware of your trickery. I did not fall for it.
Anything else this turn?
No, I'm good.
Body knock.
I don't
Don't-
suppose 12 hits.
No.
Don't forget your 2d4.
Ah, 18 does. 10 slashing.
That did make a big difference that time, didn't it?
Definitely.
Alright, that hits for 10.
One tough dog.
And it is the kobold's turn. He's like, why won't you die? And he's gonna try to just... Kobold knows he's going out. He's gonna try to take body knock with him. Ooh, 5 is gonna miss. And a 9 is going to miss. Danhorn, it is your turn.
I'm doing a great job. I just gotta say that.
Yes, you are.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, my turn's done. I'm just gonna stand here and preach the divine word of my deity.
Alright, body knock, finish him. And tell me how do you want to do this?
I chopped one of his arms off at the shoulder.
And then he just bleeds out.
Yep. And we stand there laughing at him, or at least I do.
Alright, that will conclude combat. And I think before we go and talk to the mob, we should take a short little break here.
That'd be
Yeah.
good because I need my charger for my baby pen.
Awesome. So we'll take
Very good.
like a 5-minute break.
All right. See you soon.
And Dan Horn and Body Knock just got done taking out a kobold, dragon shield, and its Grimlock minions that were apparently harassing a mob of drunken citizens inside the mine. Combat has concluded. What would you guys like to do?
Search the bodies.
Mm-hmm. What about the mob of people?
Well, I guess we'll treat with them first. You're right. Because they might try to interfere being drunken.
Mm-hmm.
So what's all this then?
I think
Is everybody here okay?
I'm gonna roll up random situation words. Oh, look at this then. These guys thinking they coming in here saving the day. Heroes. Ha!
Danhorn, can you bring them back and us just leave? The creatures, I mean.
At this point in time, I cannot know.
Well, they seem to be putting on you pretty hard there, and we decided we would take our control of these situations and get rid of them. We're not heroes. We're just concerned citizens.
Look, mate, whatever you're doing here, it greatly displeases me. Like, we're doing a thing.
Which is?
Like, we had to make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna. He's quick on the draw on that. I'm gonna cast guidance on him before he makes his persuasion check.
No worries.
Excuse me.
You're gonna add a D4 to that check.
Wow, I'm still blessed. And I still have that first thing. So that's 3d4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently the chat doesn't recognize the end key.
Let's use the dice roller on the side.
No, it was just I was trying to hit end and I hit, and it didn't go to the end, so I got it. It showed dice on my screen. It didn't give a total.
I haven't seen a total.
I'm not seeing a total either.
One too many brackets at the beginning.
All right.
So that would make my persuasion 18.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 and give him a +1. It's like a commoner type thing.
Ooh, commoners.
Oh, that's a 17 to your 18, so you are persuasive. Oh, alright, I guess we could tell ya we had to secure this thing from day shift, or else they take all the credit for it, right?
Well, I guess I can see that, but getting drunk and coming down here and causing trouble is not the way to do it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I get alright, fellas, ma'am. Let's head back out. And with that, the mob becomes not an angry mob, but a disheartened mob. They kind of just kind of grumble and shuffle their way out of the mine facility.
I go ahead of them to make sure they don't interfere with the kobold's body. And no, I don't mean that in the British sense.
As they come around the corner, like, right, what's all this? That no.
The British call it interfering, or we would call it molesting.
Well, they leave.
I think our job is done. Let's search these bodies, Stanhorn.
Yes, let's search the bodies. Who do you want to do the role, me or you?
I have a +3 investigation.
Well, I could do the help action and the guidance thing. Give you advantage with a +3d8
Wow.
or 3d4. Advantage with +3d4 to your roll. So I think you should be doing all skill checks, really.
All right. Well, he will. What is it? Investigate.
Oh, excuse me. I can't do guidance with bless because bless takes concentration and so does guidance. So it would be advantage with 2d4.
All right. Investigation, right?
Yes.
$18 total.
Yeah, you find some loot on the kobold. Roll a d20. And David, you roll the d20 since Steve does all the checks.
I got 2.
Okay. Then also roll a 1d4, please.
I got 4.
All right.
I will record the treasure on my sheet in the treasure blank.
Roll 3d6.
$14.
Got 14 electrum. Roll 4d6.
Are you keeping track of the treasure, Steve?
Yes, I've got it on my sheet in the treasure slot on the bio page.
Okay, just making sure. So 4d6?
4d6.
17.
That's how many silver pieces you found so far. And do another 3d6.
Ten.
It's 10 more electrum pieces. And then you also find 2 10 GP valued gems.
Noted.
And that's it.
Not bad for a night's work.
What would you like to do now?
Well, I think our work here is done, so I guess we could go back into town.
You think we have liberated all the captive prisoners?
Well, they didn't mention anybody that had wandered off, so this is a working mine, so I don't figure there's more going on than this right here.
Okay.
Maybe we should look around more to make sure we have freed everybody.
All right, that works for me. We can do that.
It's either that or we're done, and we're gonna call it a night. Well, go back to the town and role playing, call it a night.
Sure, let's see what's down the east corridor there. I didn't mean to put you up against the edge of the map.
Oh no, that's fine.
Either way, it is up against.
Okay. Alright, so we'll roll on the passage table. Doesn't say how far down it goes, but you do find a door in the right-hand wall.
Perception would be to listen at the door, right?
Yes. Okay.
Guess that kind of puts the cart before the horse in this case.
Yeah, so we need to figure out what the door is going to open into. We need to roll a d4. Okay. Now, from the outside, we know that it's going to open into a room. So let's see if there's anything in this room that would be heard. Oh yeah, there should definitely be something heard. Let me see, what is it you hear? Alright. Actually, I take it back. You don't hear anything in that room.
All right. In that case, I'll open the door.
The door is it's an iron door. It is locked.
I
Oh
have to
my.
I have to go put Jake in bed. As far as locked doors go, the only thing I can do is kind of buff him to help him open it.
Okay.
Yeah, I pull out my tinker's tools and see if I can figure out how to pick the lock. I start unscrewing stuff and everything.
Okay. The DC you needed was a 14 with Thieves' Tools. I was going to impose disadvantage because you're using Tinkerer's Tools. But that
Yeah,
will
that-
still give you a 16.
Yep.
So yeah, you managed to open the door. Let me draw this room. Let's see, I need a D4.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
When we figured out what's a locked door.
I managed to use a D4 on top of my roll to unlock it.
Oh, nice.
And now he's putting the ring in.
See, I'm way helpful.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No worries.
Damn, this room is huge.
What'd you make this room so big for?
That's how the dice rolled. Oh wait, this isn't the right shape. Alright, that's it. It's just a box. Forget all that bullshit. But, alright, Body Knock, you unlock the door.
And what do I open it, and what do I see?
Has it been more than a minute?
Sure.
Then bless the one off. So what do we see?
Make a perception check.
Hey,
Don't forget your 2d4. Because I'm gonna guidance you.
$14 is some better.
The other ability lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. So, you notice there's a few weird, wet puddles on the floor in this room.
Ah, the kennels.
Strange. I'm gonna start looking up at the ceiling.
You don't notice anything up there, nothing's dripping.
Hmm. Body Knock will walk just inside the door.
You do anything?
I'm just waiting to see if anything happens.
No, nothing happens.
Searching the room.
How do you move around the room? Alright, stop moving. Go back 1 square, Body Knock. Same for you, Dan Horn. Alright, so when you leave the previous square, a weird, like, something suddenly reaches out and tries to slap at you.
From the wall?
No, from the floor. A wet, slimy pseudopod reaches out of the puddle and tries to whip at you as you walk past it. We're all gonna have to roll initiative.
Right.
Alright, Dan Horn, you get to go first.
I want to cast Aid on me and Body Knock, giving us both 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
5 per 5.
Yeah, we both get 5.
Thank you.
And those temporary hit points last for 8 hours. But I have a feeling they're not going to last that long.
Make up your mind.
Well, I'm just saying, when you get hit for 5, they get taken away right then and there.
But you said they lasted 8 hours.
Whichever one comes first.
Aha.
There's always a catch. Dan Horn, is that your go?
Yeah, that was my go.
Body Knock on you.
Eight slashing.
Yes. Now, let's see. And your sword is not magical, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so you hit it. It does the 8 slashing damage. But then, it's almost as if like when your scimitar hits the ooze, it begins to sizzle and corrode, and so your weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls. If the penalty drops to -5, the weapon is destroyed.
Aye. Good thing it's not special.
Well, if it was magical, it wouldn't happen. But your damage has been noted. Anything else this turn?
Not for me, no.
Alright, this first ooze by Dankin is going to move over and try to hit with its pseudopod. That's a double crit fail. Which means it misses.
I feel like I say this a lot, but the odds of a double crit and a double crit fail is 1 in 400.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I say that way more than 1 in every 400 rolls.
True. Alright, next is the ooze by Body Knock. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
It does, 3 bludgeoning and 11 acid.
Okay.
And what kind of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
If the target is wearing non-magical metal armor, its armor is partly corroded and takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to the AC it offers. The armor is destroyed if the penalty reduces its AC to 10.
Alright.
The last ooze will move up towards Danhorn. These things don't know what flanking is. And that's a 19 to hit.
Uh-huh. No.
No, on Dankin. Or Danhorn.
Yep, he's our anchor.
Yeah, re-roll that attack roll. I'm going to use second chance. We're going to re-roll it.
Alright, the second attack roll is a 12.
Yay!
Second chance helped once again.
Awesome. I almost took the bountiful luck one instead, so I can make sure Steve never crit fails.
Alright. Danhorn, it is your turn.
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to swing at this guy with my warhammer and hit AC 17.
And the 5 damage is noted.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and swing at that one again.
AC 8.
AC 15.
For 6.
And he'll be my spiritual weapon for this evening.
Alright. Anything else?
No, I am not.
Looks like your spiritual weapon is slipping us the bird.
My spiritual weapon is a halfling necromancer board I made. Because he's the lead singer of a halfling band.
Well, I'm gonna swipe with my scimitar again at this ooze in front of me. Ooh. So that would be 10 points since I knock one off of each. Or just one total.
Just one.
So that's 11.
Okay, and now you're gonna be doing -2, and Danhorn, your Warhammer is now doing -1 to its damage.
Ooh.
Anything else, Body Knock?
I think that's it.
Alright. Grey Ooze attacks Danhorn. 22 to hit. It's gonna do 3 bludgeoning and 7 acid damage. Are you wearing non-magical metal armor, David?
Yes.
So there's going to be a -1 penalty to your AC. This Grey Ooze will attack Body Knock. Oh, that's not what I meant to hit. 13 to hit.
Miss.
Alright. And then the last ooze will attack Danhorn again. $13 to hit.
And miss.
Danhorn, it is your turn.
First, I'm going to toll the dead on that one. Wisdom save DC 13.
Okay, Wisdom.
Yes.
That's an 18.
Boo.
It crit on its Wisdom save and got an 18.
I know you're not whispering the rolls.
Oh. Well, either way.
But he is going to take a spiritual weapon, AC 13.
That will hit that same one.
That one there, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I think that's right. My finger slipped and it messed up the HP on it, but it's down now. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright, Body Knock. Okay, so how do you kill this ooze?
I'm gonna do a Z pattern on it and split it into pieces. And I got another minus on my sword, don't I?
You do. Yeah, you can tell as you look at your scimitar that it is like beginning to corrode and break apart, like become fractured, I guess.
All right. And he will ready his crossbow at this point.
Isn't that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Alright, the Zeus attacks Dan Horn. 19 to hit
That's gonna hit.
for 2 bludgeoning and 9 acid. And that's going to do another -1 to your armor. Let's take that one out. Then the other gray ooze. Let's see. I'll have it make a wisdom check to notice if its friend has died. Nope, no idea. It will attack Dan Horn. 22 for 3 bludgeoning and 5 acid. Your armor's probably gotta be shot by now.
It's chainmail.
What is it? 12 plus dex? 13 plus dex?
It looks like 12 because no, 13. Wait. Yeah, 13 because my dex bonus is 3 and I have 16. Or had 16. Yeah, my armor is gone.
Ooh. Did you get hit 3 times?
Oh, chainmail is AC 16.
Oh, okay. Then my armor class should be 19. That's unusual.
Okay. Well then your chainmail's still good for at least 3 more hits.
Yeah, my chainmail's still good.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. I've only been hit once, so I was looking at my weapon.
Ah. Well, that was that one. Dan Horn, it is your turn.
2 more points off my chainmail and I'd be better off without the chainmail.
Oh, yeah, chainmail. It's like only a max of +2 with your dex.
So I'm gonna swing at him. Or no, I'm gonna healing word him. That's what I was looking for.
Me?
So wisdom save.
Healing word on what?
Oh, excuse me. What am I thinking? I'm gonna be cure woundsing myself because I'm gonna go down here in a minute.
Me too.
So I heal 5. And then smack him with the spiritual weapon. AC 18 for 8.
What does it look like when the spiritual weapon smashes the Zeus?
I imagine the spiritual weapon is a huge hammer, so it just smashes it and like bits of ooze goes flying everywhere.
Alright. Body knock, it is your turn.
Crossbow.
That
Six.
hits.
6 piercing.
Alright.
And that bolt is gone.
Yes.
And I'm done.
Alright. So the gray ooze Ooh, well, I guess it would probably attack the target in front of it. $13. Will miss. Which brings it to Danhorn.
I'm going to take a disengage action. And get over here. And then swing at him with a spiritual weapon.
Alright.
AC 20 for 10.
That will hit. 1 sec. Okay. Hang on 1 second, guys. I gotta check on something real quick.
Alright.
Alright, I apologize for that.
No worries.
Okay. So where were we? Danhorn moved and then did the spiritual weapon. Body knock, it is your turn.
Light crossbow. 5 piercing.
That hits.
Bolt destroy.
Yep. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Great Ears will move its speed of 10 feet. And since you keep pegging it with the crossbow, it's going to attack body knock. 14.
Miss. I still have 17 armor class.
Alright. That brings it to Danhorn's turn.
First, I'm going to move the spiritual weapon and make that swing. AC 19 for 6.
That hits. Alright, and your action?
I'm going to toll the dead on it, so it needs to make a wisdom save.
Zero.
Typical.
It's going to take 7.
And David, what does it look like when the ringing of bells kills this ooze creature?
As many cowbells fill the air and begin ringing, it acts sort of like Venom did in the Spider-Man movie before it burst into goo everywhere.
Very nice.
Alright. Well, with that, the oozes are no more. You guys are pretty messed up at this point.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think it's time we go.
Alright, so you head back, you head out. For the sake of brevity, you get to the inn. The Cunning Spadger, where you guys have rooms set aside already, and you're able to grab some food and rest up and see what tomorrow brings.
All right. Well, thanks for running this tonight. Kind of impromptu, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's what it's designed for.
Yep. And it's not always perfect. Sometimes you gotta play around with it. But yeah, that worked out. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us and watching, and or you know, not hanging out with us and watching the video later. That's cool too. And we're gonna head out. So before you go anywhere, when we leave, we're going to raid into another stream. So please don't leave right away. Come with us. Say DOTB raid or something like that when we get there. And thanks everyone. Thank you for running. Anybody, you guys have anything you want to plug or shout out before we go?
Other than to say I'll see you all next week. Nope.
Yep, I will see you guys next week.
Take care, everybody.
Alright. Thanks everyone. We love you.